is up, guys? It's your girl Aubrey. Welcome back to our channel. So today I'm coming at you guys with a story time. I have not done a story time in like 4 months, so I'm like, why not do another story time? It was kind of hard for me to think of a story time because I was overthinking it, but then as I was chilling, stuff just started coming back to me and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got to talk about this because I forgot about this even happening. This story time is going to be of my first heartbreak. Yes, my first heartbreak. So before we get into this video, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. Also make sure you guys click that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you guys will always be notified as we're uploading content. And with that being said, let's get into this video. This took place at my old elementary school in kindergarten. Yes, kindergarten. And you guys know how like in your life, yeah, you have those, you end up in like a serious relationship, or at some point in your life as you're older you end up in like a serious relationship or whatever, and you kind of value what a relationship really is, you understand what a relationship really is. No, back then in kindergarten, like y'all all know in kindergarten, like kindergarten, first, second, third grade, how everybody had like their little boyfriend or their little girlfriend or whatever. You had no idea what a relationship was. You had no idea what love really was. You had no idea about any of that, like nothing. You just knew what you were doing was innocent. Like it was an innocent thing, and you all knew like that one rule. Like y'all didn't know nothing about a relationship, nothing about nothing, but that one rule is I better not see you talking to other girls, and you better not see me talking to other boys. Like it's just that one rule where you know, like I may not know nothing about no relationship for real, but I know this right here, this is the rule. It can't happen. It won't happen. So that mindset was just like a really important thing. That's the mindset that we all had back then. That was definitely my mindset back then. For this story, I'm gonna name the guy Aiden. And you know what, I think it's funny because I have not seen this boy since kindergarten. After kindergarten, I have no idea what happened to this boy. No. Ooh. I have no idea what happened to this boy. But I just want to be like those YouTubers who do story times. They be like, to protect this person, I'm going to change their name to Phoenix. I'm definitely going to be that one. I want to do that, so I'm going to. So his name is Aiden. Aiden, what's good? If you wanted to have any kind of relationship or anything going on in that at that time, you had to be careful because my kindergarten teacher, she did not play, okay? She did not play. She was one of those teachers who played that mom role for everybody. All teachers don't do that, but she definitely did that. Like, you guys know when your mom gives you guys that death stare and it lets y'all know like y'all are really in trouble and y'all really done messed up. That's what this teacher would do. I'm gonna call her Miss Sunny. That's what Miss Sunny would do. And it's like you knew once she gave you that death stare, you knew you messed up. You knew she was calling your mom, your dad, your distant cousin. She was writing you up, you getting sent to the office, all that the whole nine. She was doing that. But then she was also really sweet, like really sweet when it was time to be sweet, when she needed to play that role. Like she was just an all-around good teacher. She just wanted the best for us. Like she genuinely did. So I mean, she did what she had to do. And on top of it being her there was also another woman there that just so happened to be my freaking grandmother. Yes, my grandmother was like a teaching assistant / like parent helper for my kindergarten teacher. My kindergarten teacher and my grandma were like best friends. So my grandma was there like every day. So for me, that was stressful because I'm like, if I somehow get in trouble, it's like, it's magnified. Like it's like a ×10, like fatality, you're done. Like, So if you wanted to try to get away with anything in that class, your chances were like almost slim to none. To be honest, when they put their foot down, you knew like it's done for you. It's over for you. One day in class, and we were passing notes. Y'all know back in the day, passing notes was that thing. That was the line of communication. That was everything to us back then. At least in my school, passing notes was like just what we did. That's what we did. That's how we had to communicate. We didn't have no phones back then. We didn't have none of that. Ain't no texting. So we was pulling out that piece of paper and writing them notes. And we had like a cycle going on to where it wouldn't be just like A and B conversation. It would be like a bunch of people at once passing note to note, and you had to really pay attention to who you saw writing and who was passing it to who, so you can know the order of like how the sentences go, like who wrote what. There was one day where we were all passing notes. There was a girl sitting next to me, and she was like the one, like after I would write something, either she would write something or she would keep it going, and if I was gonna get the note back, she was the one giving me the note. Like she was just like the in-between for me and everybody else, you know what I mean? At least between me, for me to get the note out, I was dependent on her. Boom. So she was just that middle person right there, and I'm gonna call her Melissa for this video. So Melissa, I write down whatever craziness I write down and I pass it off to Melissa. But now I'm just kind of paying attention. Like this is kindergarten, but you still need to be paying attention, cause you feel me, you trying to get them straight A's, you ain't, you feel me, you trying to get it popping. So I'm really paying attention though, like really trying to understand everything that's going on or whatever. So at that point, I'm not even really paying attention to who's passing the note around at this point. Like I don't really know what's going on the outside world. It's me focusing on learning about these shapes, these animals, whatever I need to be learning, and adding 2 + 4. Like that's what I'm focusing on right now. All I know is some minutes later, the note gets passed back to me from Melissa. So I'm looking at Melissa because Melissa is looking at me and she looking at me like, and I'm just like, girl, what are you looking at me like for? I'm thinking like, okay, either she wrote something funny in this note or she read something that she wasn't supposed to, that was meant for me. And so she kind of like, yeah, I know what's in the note. Yeah, I know. So I'm just like, don't know what to expect when I open this note at this point, because it can be anything. So I open the note and it says, do you want to be my boyfriend? I mean, do you want a boyfriend? And I'm like, I'm looking at Melissa like, bitch, did you write this? You know, and I can't just ask her like, hey, did you write this? Cause like, we gotta be quiet in class. Otherwise, we're gonna expose the whole fact that there's been a whole note passing cycle going around in this classroom the whole time. So I'm just kind of looking at her like, and she kind of like, you know, and it's like the way she's looking, it's like, I couldn't read her. Like, I don't know what was going on with her. Like I don't know what I don't know what was going on with her. So I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna be funny, because if she wrote this, because like I said, before that point I was not paying attention to the cycle of the note passing. I don't know who was writing what, because at that point that note could have got to anybody in that class. Like I really don't know. So I'm like, I don't know, Melissa wrote this, I don't know who wrote this. But for the most part, I'm thinking, you know what, Melissa wrote this to be funny. Mostly because she know I ain't paying attention. Maybe she want to make me laugh, whatever. I don't know. So I'm gonna be funny and I'm gonna say yes. Like I'm going to say yes to her, because I know that Melissa wrote this. So I write yes, and then I pass the note back to her, looking at her like, you ain't expect that answer, bitch. What you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that? You called. I know it was you. I know it was you. Like, I'm just looking at her like, yeah, you ain't catching me off guard, boo. I got an answer for you. So Melissa gets the note back and she opens it. She like, you know, like one of those like, oh snap, you know, like a little bit, like you a little bit shook, like taken back, but you like not mad at it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you like my response? Bitch, Melissa, we not here no more. You got, sister, bye-bye. So I'm looking at Melissa kind of side-eyeing like, that was not the response I was looking for. I thought maybe you just do a little laugh like, oh, you got me, yeah, I wrote it, whatever. But no, it wasn't what I was expecting. So I just start eyeballing her, like watching her to see if she's gonna write back. To my surprise, Melissa gets up. She gets up. And so I'm thinking like, where is she going? Because she took the note with her. She has the note in her hand as she is walking away from me. So I watch her and I'm thinking, okay, is she going to throw the note away? Because she was walking towards the trash can. I see her walk towards the trash can like she threw something away, or acting like she threw something away. So that's why I'm thinking, okay, she about to go throw away the note. No, I see her act like she's gonna throw something away, but then I see her circle around the class and I see her hand the note to Aiden. And let me set the tone for y'all. Like Aiden, he was looking at it now, like as this little gushy older person, like Aiden was a really cute little boy. He was a Caucasian boy. He had like these really chubby cheeks, brown hair. Anyways, that's just a little backstory on Aiden. And like I said, after kindergarten, I don't know what happened to that boy. So I don't know what he looks like now. I don't know. But after she passes this note to dude, she comes back and sits down smiling at me. So I'm just looking like, I look at Aiden. He opens the note. I see this big smile form on his face. And then he just stares at me and just smiles like. And I'm just like, so you ain't right there, so what you saying is you, so what's up?
I cook a motherfucking, damn, ham, a fucking sandwich.
So I'm just a little bit taken back because I'm like, oh snap, that I just put myself into a real relationship with this boy that I for one barely even know. I'm thinking the whole time is Melissa playing with me. So my mindset wasn't even set on like, oh, do I need a boo right now? No, I was thinking it was Melissa's childish shit. Okay, I'm thinking it's Melissa. I'm like, you know what? Aiden is a cute boy. We can work something out. So after that, we started socializing more in classes. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't know what a real relationship was. So all that I love you, like, it was none of that, because we didn't know what that was. Like, for real. Like, we say I love you to our parents and all that, but to each other, nah, we ain't on none of that. Everybody knew that me and Aiden were a thing. Everybody knew. And I'm saying this for a reason and putting emphasis on this, that everybody knew, because everybody knew that me and Aiden were off the market because we were a thing. We defined our relationship. We were a thing. Okay, we were a thing. There was this girl. I'm gonna name her. What am I gonna name her? I'm gonna name her Drea. Yeah, that's gonna be her name. Her name is Drea. So let me say this. Every morning in this classroom, there was this mat that we had to sit on, and it had like all these different color squares on it. And we had to sit our butts in one of those squares every morning while our teacher explained what activity we were about to do, go through the agenda of our school day or our class day, whatever. So that was like our whole agenda throughout. You feel me? We learned all that sitting on these little colorful mats. And for me and Aiden, after we got together, it was like a tradition for us. Like, it was our thing to do. When it was time for us to sit on that mat, best believe we were always sitting right next to each other on the mother freaking red squares. I don't even know. No. Best believe we were sitting by each other on the mother freaking purple squares. Yeah, not the red squares, but the red squares do come into play, but on the purple squares. There was this one morning, right? Me and Aiden had been together for a solid like 2 weeks at that point, I want to say. Oh, relationships, we ain't not know. 2 weeks, oh Lord. But yeah, I mean, back then that was a long time. So all I know is like, I get there to the mat a little bit early, so I'm already kind of reserving me and Aiden's seats. Like, I'm reserving them. So I'm sitting in my purple square. This one's open. Everybody knew like Aiden gonna come sit here. We not gonna sit there. Of course, like they knew what the routine was. They knew. So all I know is I'm kind of looking back to see where Aiden's at, because I'm like, it's taking him a minute to get over here. I mean, I knew nobody was gonna take his square, but I'm like, still like, where is he? He needs to be here. So all I know is I turn around and I see Aiden talking to Drea, and I'm like, ho 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 ho. So are you forgetting our rule? So you're forgetting our rule? And you all knew like that one rule. Like, y'all didn't know nothing about a relationship, nothing about nothing, but that one rule is I better not see you talking to other girls, and you better not see me talking to other boys. Like, it's just that one rule where you know, like, I may not know nothing about no relationship for real, but I know this right here, this is the rule. It can't happen. It won't happen. You know the rule, Aiden. Why are you talking to Drea? tell me, why are you talking to Drea? So I'm confused. I'm literally taken back, so I'm just staring hard, like. Not once did he look at me. Not once did she look at me. I feel like I was getting ignored. But I'm not about to be like, Aiden, why are you talking to her? You know what I mean? Because our relationship to the teachers was needed to be blind. Like, they did not need to know. That was a secret to the adults, okay? So, try to keep it together. So I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe he's talking to her about homework, something like, you know, something of that nature, right? So I see him start to walk up to the mat. But I see him, like, he's walking here, and then here's Drea following behind him. So I'm like waiting for him, because I'm like, I'm gonna have to ask him about this when he come and sit on this little purple square right here. So I'm waiting on him to come sit down. But I'm looking straight ahead, right? So I'm not even watching them walk up no more. I'm just looking straight ahead at my teacher. And then Aiden walks right by the purple square and goes and sits at the red square at the very front of the mat. I'm at the very back. He is at the very front of this mat. And who's following right along with him? Drea. And there's a square, an open square right next to him. She sits right there. And then you want to know what else I peeped? When they both were sitting, they looked at each other and they smiled. They smile. And I'm just sitting here staring at the back of Aiden's head so hard. I felt like I was staring heat into the back. I felt like I had laser beams shooting at the back of this boy's neck. Like, at that point, I'm plotting. I didn't hear nothing my teacher said no more. I didn't hear none of that. Like, I'm like, oh, ho, baby, you want to play me? Okay, you and Drea. Oh, y'all think. Okay, you know what? I'm sitting there plotting. I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna take a water gun and I'm gonna fill it up with lemonade and I'm gonna shoot you in your eyeball with it. I'm gonna shoot you right there and I'm gonna make it burn. I'm gonna make you hurt. I'm gonna chew some bubble gum and then I'm gonna make a big old bubble and I'm gonna make it pop on your face and you gonna suffocate from the bubble gum. You gonna suffocate. And you know, being young, like, I ain't really have no violent, ooh, I'm gonna run you over. You know what I mean? No, like, I'm telling you, those were the thoughts I was thinking. Like, I was plotting on him in the most cutest, innocent way. But in my head, it was vicious. I'm like, this is vicious. Like, I'm gonna take you down, boy. You're going down. So I know the next day, our class was having a cupcake party. And I was geeked for that. I was really waiting because I had been good all week. And if you had been good all week, you was going to get a cupcake and chill and have a good time at the end of class. The whole rest of the day, that whole day, I ignored Aiden. I ignored the heck out of Aiden. Like, I didn't want nothing to say to him. And it's kind of funny because he really wasn't talking to me either. But guess who he was talking to? He was talking to Drea. I just remember going home that night. I'm like, you know what? Drea, okay, Drea, excuse me. And Drea was like she was an African-American girl. Like, she would always wear her hair like braided in the front and then it would be up in a ponytail. Like, she was a pretty girl. But in that moment, I was just so mad. So that whole night, I freaking just was heated. Because I'm thinking, like, I'm just never going to talk to him again. Like, and that's that. But I'm like, no. Now, after I was thinking myself into a depression that whole night, I'm like, I need to say something to him. I'm gonna let him know that he's wrong for this and that, like, I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with him no more. So the next day, like, I get through the whole school day, I don't talk to Aiden, but then the cupcake party happens. So everybody's like sitting in their seats. And then I find it so funny because when I sit down, guess who comes and sits next to me? Aiden. Aiden comes and sits next to me. And I'm just looking like, so you're gonna come sit next to me after I saw you talking to another girl? Like, you basically, like, in my head, he cheated on me for doing that. Because that was the one rule, he broke it. He broke it. And I'm staring him down like, why would you even come and sit over here? Why are you sitting next to me? He's just living it up like he didn't just, like, none of that happened the day before. He's just laughing with people at the table, this and that. And I'm like, okay, all right. And so then he says hi to me. He says hi, and I'm just like, I'm mad at you. And he's like, why? I was like, I saw you talking to Drea. I was like, what's up with that? I'm like, we're in a relationship. We're not allowed to do that. And y'all want to know what he said to me? Do y'all want to know what he said to me? He said, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. It's over. Me and Drea are a thing now. When I tell you, first I was taken back. I'm like, oh, really? You and Drea, okay, so you and Drea are a thing now. Oh, okay. But then out of nowhere, I conjured up the anger of like, if any of y'all have read the Iliad, I like conjured up all the anger of the Trojans and the Achaeans, and the whole Trojan War was just inside me, and I was about to bust. Oh, I was gonna explode. I was about to explode on this little boy. At that point, I didn't care that the teacher could at any moment walk back into the classroom. I didn't care that my grandma was a teaching assistant in there. I was feeling lit. I was feeling real lit. I was feeling real livid and lit. I sat there for a minute and I let it like register in my head, like, so he broke up with me, and now he's with Drea. And it's like, it's not like I didn't already know, because I peeped like, okay, he's talking to her. He's like not really talking to me at all. And I mean, I wasn't talking to him either, but he initiated it. Like, I seen them talking. I seen them sit on the red squares together. Okay, I seen it. He was confirming everything, and I'm just like, we were going steady for like almost a whole month, like, and you gonna cut me off like that? Okay. All I know is I don't know what came over me, y'all, but I leaned back and then I pushed him with all of my power out this chair. Like, I pushed him so hard out his chair that he flew a little bit and he landed like face first on the floor.
You need some milk.
So everybody like, oh dang. And I'm just sitting there like, yup. That's what you get for cheating on me and breaking up with me in front of all my friends. That's what you get. That is what you get. Okay, so mind you, there were no teachers in there or anything like that, right? I'm expecting him to get up. Y'all, I see this little trifling boy turn around, stare at me with this mischievous look like, yeah, okay, I got you for that. And he just lays there, y'all. And now I'm thinking, if he don't get up, the teacher is gonna walk in and of course ask him why he's on the floor. He's going to snitch on me. And then he gonna get me in trouble. I'm not gonna be able to get a cupcake no more. So I'm thinking like, dude, I'm like, get up, get your up, get your up down, get up. And I'm looking at my friends like, he good, no, he good. Don't panic, he's okay, he's fine, he's okay. And I'm looking like, Aiden, get up. And he does not get up. He just lays. So then all I know is that Miss Sunny walks in the room and just sees Aiden all sprawled out. I'm talking about acting skills is on 10, like. So she's like, oh my God, Aiden, what are you doing on the floor? And to my surprise, Aiden said, I accidentally fell out of my chair. And so I'm thinking like, whew, oh God, thank God. So as I'm looking at Miss Sunny and Aiden, and I'm like, thank you. I'm sorry I pushed you. You know, I'm thinking like all this stuff, like, oh, I gotta apologize now, because he kind of saved me. All I hear is, Miss Sunny, Abrielle pushed him out the chair. I look over, and it was Drea. Drea snitched on me. She snitched on me. So Mrs. Sunny is like, is this true? And so I'm like, no. And so then she goes and asks Aiden, did she push you out of the chair? And so I'm giving him the death stare. I'm like, if you tell, shut up. You better shut. Don't you do it. Don't you? And he says, yes, Miss Sunny, I dang near took my chair. Got some snitches. And I mean, yeah, I was in the wrong. I shouldn't have let my anger like get me to that point. I should not have pushed this boy out of his chair. Like, Ariel, get up. I'm like, where we going? And first I'm thinking we going to the principal's office or something. You know what I mean? You know what she does? She takes my hand. She sits me down at this table that's in the corner away from the cupcake party and tells me, you can't be in the cupcake party anymore because of your bad behavior. So you're gonna have to sit here and watch everybody else have fun while you think about what you did. I was livid, I was hurt. And then I see Aiden and Drea laughing it up, eating their cupcakes. There was a couple times Drea would look over at me like, And I'm like, today I took an L. Today I took the biggest L of my life. Like, I took an L. And that's an L that it took me a long time to get over because I'm like, I didn't get no cupcakes. I got cheated on and broke up with. Like, being in kindergarten, like, we too young to be worried about all of that. But think about it now, like, it's so goofy. That was my very first heartbreak. Oh my gosh. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I love you guys. Stay posted for more videos. I'm pretty sure more videos will be up on our channel. So deuces. Hey.